there's, what oxygen is, and ultimately flooding your system with oxygen, but really, what is the breath? And then you can get real spiritual and deep of what the breath is. You can go years without sunlight, months without food, weeks without water, but only minutes without the breath. Right. And our breath is our connection to source. Theoretically, we're breathing in the same air right now as Jesus and Buddha and all these, great people. It's the one thing that connects us all right now. So, there is, you talked about creativity. So how does that happen? I don't believe breathwork gives you creativity per se. It removes all the blockages and the things getting in the way, blocking you of your creativity. Now, there is some scientific things that are happening because how I explain to people, and they begin to think it's like woo-woo, when I'm like, hey, listen, you're going to reach a point right around the 10 to 12 minute mark of breath work where you're going to meet your peak resistance. And if you can push past that moment, you're going to break through into this quantum field where all the answers lie, where you reach this place of peace and equanimity. And what's really happening is actually a scientific term called transient hypofrontality. And that's when the prefrontal cortex begins to quiet down. And that's important because that's the part of us that says, you're you, I'm me. This is good, this is bad. It judges everything. It's the monkey mind, it's the critic. And you can quiet that. Ultimately, that is your ego. That is your self, your saboteur.
Yeah.
And when you quiet that, it's like, boom, all of a sudden you have a whole new reality in front of you. And it's really reality without that monkey mind. And this is why people experience such profound clarity.
I hope you enjoyed that episode of the Thrive State podcast. And if this podcast is bringing a lot of value to you, if you find that your life is just improving with this podcast, that your life is getting to the next level, please consider supporting it. And here's a few ways you can do so. You can do so by liking this video and commenting on this video, and also sharing this video with your friends and family. Another thing you can do is go to ratethispodcast.com/thrivestate. Go ahead and leave us a 5-star review there. It will really, really help this show grow. And this will give me more time so that I could actually give more content to you, just like you got in this episode. And if you haven't already picked up a copy of my book, Thrive State, Your Blueprint for Optimal Health, Longevity, and Peak Performance, you can pick it up now. It became a #1 new release in longevity. Go to thrivestatebook.com. And if you enjoy the book, please consider leaving us a review as well. And the last thing you can do, if you're liking everything here and you want to work more closely with me as well as my team to get you into the Thrive State, go to kienvu.com/accelerator and consider joining the home course, the Thrive State Accelerator. It's really the course that I use. It's the concepts that I use personally when I work with CEOs, celebrities, and my high-profile clients to get them to the Thrive State. Again, the Thrive State Accelerator at kienvu.com/accelerator. And because you're a listener of this podcast, I want you to save 25% by using the coupon code podcast25. I hope we continue to give value to you. And remember always, you are your best medicine.